powers that be. Prison of conscience, Quali, but I was just up in the club, but man, I'm sorry. I can see the reasons for the 808s and synth. Sometimes we wanna blink away, get a drink and sip. Right or wrong, man, I've been judgmental till I seen that booty is dancing upon the post central. Now I ain't saying the election ain't important, and I ain't saying God's election ain't important, but sometimes elections tend to stay up on the dresser while we learn a life lesson and elect a way to sort it. Seems sordid, maybe it's risque, maybe it's decadent, maybe it's just a way of seeking to find balance. Forget all the differences, trying to find common ground where the lines balance. Where the lines balance. Find balance. Define talents, find gifts, rewind this. Trying to find balance. Find talents. Define talents, define gifts. She got a new phone, I'm trying to take a flick, but not look too hard, you know, take a pic. Innate is it, my mind's in a daze, in the picture frame observing while she takes intensive gaze. Is this a maze? Maybe a labyrinth. I'm laughing at jokes not even half as wit. I need a manuscript, some cuneiform. She's speaking Venus, y'all, I can't even conceive it all. Like a John Gray novel inside a brothel, on the table next to a Bible and reading both comfortable. Awful, but honest like, I got a conscience, right, but morals are not precise. Relying on myself, well, you know the outcome, I'm seeing the dark like Malcolm. Been on my mind all week, yeah, I'm glad I found grace, cause the grind's not cheap. Sometimes a lie's more attractive than the truth, so I bury it. In a tomb facades, I cherish it. I like a woman with a body and the body of a mind, with volumes like a spry librarian. Defy the myth with the truth, then we form a constitution, only risk is the truth. And let eternity be our encore, the gift and the curse, hardcore. Trying to find balance. Find balance, find talents, define gifts, rewind this.
Yo, what's up? What? Christian hip hop has emerged.
Define what is hip hop. Yo, real hip hop. The real hip hop. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Has emerged.
What you waiting for? Let's go.
The South.com, the online source for holy hip hop.
This is the one.
League CD reviews, the latest news, and your very own community profile. Are you South.com, where you can shop the hip hop music store with free music downloads.
There's free music.
Listen to Christian hip hop radio. Watch videos on the TV network and more. At the South.com. The South.com.
You know who it is?
The South.com. The life in hip hop.
California love.
West Coast Reppin'. The West Coast Fire is now online.
Live online.
A new gospel hip hop site. Reppin' the West Coast. With the fattest gospel hip hop, latest news, videos,
The hottest videos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you feel me?
video chat rooms, online community, and most of all,
Yo, turn it up.
Jesus. Log on to westcoastfire.com now.
Streaming online.
Westcoastfire.com. The dopest music resource on the West Coast.
West Coast.
Westcoastfire.com.
You want the show on the go?
Get the Yadah King radio app.
The quickest way to have the latest episodes wherever you are.
Available at the App Store and Android Marketplace.
Search Yadah Radio and download the app.
Features include quick call-in, easy streaming, and downloading.
And one-touch Facebook and Twitter connection.
Only $1.99. That's right, only $1.99.
Support and get yours, fam.
Don't hesitate and don't wait.
All right, we back with Adam and Kizzie, and they from OKC. getting it in, you know what I'm saying? They do. I saw some of the live stuff y'all did too, man. It sounded pretty tight. You and your wife was matching, you know what I'm saying? And I want to know, do you guys match all the time? Every show, let me know, because you was wearing a tough color to wear as a man. What's up, man?
We don't typically match. That was a special occasion.
God made me dark. God made her light. So matching isn't the easiest thing to pull off. Nah, but that was a special occasion.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, we're going to talk a lot about some more fun facts like that later. But check it out. We're going to get into the topic of the day, which is all about freedom. Talk to me, man. First of all, let's talk about the price of freedom. And I even want you guys to dig into your life. And as you said, you went through a dark period, but now you are obviously free from that dark period. Talk to me about the cost of freedom as we go into this topic of the day. And I'm going to have, you go ahead, Kizzie, go ahead, open this up.
Oh, okay. I was pointing to Adam to answer. Well, for us, you know, freedom and the ego that comes with freedom, it's all based around our freedom in Christ. You know, Jesus paid for our sins, for our freedom from our sins. You know, because prior to Him, our sin was a guarantee of us all going to hell. You know, and so when we talk about freedom, we talk about freedom in Christ. You know, because Christ can free you from not just your sin, He can free you from your pain, from your struggle, from the things that can hold us down and try to stun us, to keep us from moving forward, and to keep us from fulfilling whatever purpose it is we were sent here to fulfill. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, freedom is something we very seriously represent in our music and what we do. It's important for us to be free from these things that set us back and weigh us down.
Well, okay, so for us, the concept of freedom is really holistic. Mm-hmm. It's not just like this lofty idea of, you gotta be free from sin, it's like, okay, that's a big banner, but underneath that banner there's lots of smaller banners and areas in which we are always looking to find the freedom path, for lack of better words. For example, okay, like the term ego in a large way symbolizes freedom. That's what it means. And also on an artistic level, stylistically, we call our music ego. Mm-hmm. Because it's free from any particular style. It's free from any particular genre because it is all those things all at the same time. That's artistic freedom, you know. So I don't have to call myself a jazz musician and then everyone's disappointed if I don't play jazz. Yeah. I don't have to call myself a rapper and people are disappointed if they hear me singing on a song or not rapping or don't hear my voice at all on a song. Yeah. You know, we are music makers. That's what we do. And music is our instrument, really. So beyond just being a rapper, singer, pianist, producer, or whatever, we're musicians. You know, we do ego. So it's like having the freedom to make choices. Now, then you can take that concept and blow it back up again. And if we have the freedom to make artistic choices, then we have the freedom to make any and all choice that God has given us, primarily the freedom to follow Christ. Because now we're not chasing after any cultural standard, we're not chasing after any social ideal. We're simply following Christ, right? As He directs us.
Now that's
what ego is all about.
So we talking ego, That's the music. They free in music. Let's talk about the mind of freedom. What would you guys say, even for somebody that has been free, but they haven't grasped it in their mind? What do you guys say about that? What do you think about the mind and freedom? And I'm going to have Kizzie go first.
Well, so we have someone who's been free in Christ, but they don't know it.
It's like they haven't grasped it fully with their mind. What would you say
I
to
think I
them?
understand what he's saying.
Well, I mean, for me, in a sense, it sounds to me like they're not free. You know, it's like we've all been saved from sin.
Right.
But when the mind is locked down, you know, you're not free, even though you could be. And that happens to a lot of people, where they have the ability to free themselves and to be free.
Yeah.
But they're not, because either they don't realize it, they don't see it, you know, they got their demons, something. But it is a struggle just for someone to grasp that they can be free.
Right.
As opposed to someone who's trying to be free, but they got a lot going on, you know?
Yeah. What about you? What about you, Adam? What you think? Let me even break it down more. Somebody that has been freed, and all of a sudden, let's say they've been saved, they've been living their life for God for years, and all of a sudden they no longer feel free. They almost feel bound, even within quote unquote Christianity, as they would say. They feel like they're bound. How do you express freedom to somebody like that?
Someone who feels bound. The only way to express freedom, it's kind of like trying to describe what it's like to believe in God to somebody who doesn't believe in God. You know, it simply is a matter of taking a leap of faith.
Yeah.
But that's a really heavy.
Yeah, so
really heavy concept.
do you mean like if they're Christian, you know, they're living a Christian life, but they feel restricted being Christian? They're not free to do the things that they want to do?
Free, I mean, I guess when we talk about freedom in the mind, some people, they are saved, they've been walking in the will of God for a while, but at times the enemy plagues on their mind and says, you're not really free. You know, because right. It's
we're all tested,
yeah. And that happens. I mean, you might see somebody that's been saved for years, and all of a sudden they like, man, I want what these people in the world have now. You know what I'm saying? Or I want this. Now they are free already, but they're not walking in freedom because their mind is being plagued by the things of the world. What do you guys say about that?
They got their sights on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know, because I'll say the typical scenario that I can draw from is, you know, I'm doing my music in Oklahoma, you know, and it's not paying millions bucks. But then I see, you know, one of the big stars out there who, you know, is taking the easy road, basically. And they're getting paid millions of dollars. And it doesn't seem fair. And I had to come to the conclusion quite some time ago that doesn't matter. And that doesn't have anything to do with it. See, I spend my time getting upset about what this person has over there. I don't see what I have right in front of me. And also, I can't know whether or not it's actually better over there. And it's incredibly possible that it's actually worse over there.
Right.
But what I have to do is trust that where God has me is where I'm supposed to be. And it's what's best for my life. There's too many lives, and we're all our individual lives. We're living our individual life, and we have to live that life. We can't try to live somebody else's life.
That's good stuff.
Perspective is a powerful thing. It can be a healing, or it can be an absolute drug, depending on what perspective you have. And I'll give you an example. when we were in India, a lot of people were really excited for us. A lot of people were really impressed that we were in India doing what we were doing, and that we were flown over there and we were living in a